Walking across a canyon on an invisible floor triggers a physical reaction that logic can't easily override. Your heart rate climbs and your palms sweat because your brain is registering a lethal drop with no apparent support. That same instinct kicks in when you see a bell-mouth spillway. This massive concrete vortex swallows millions of liters of reservoir water every second, pulling it into a dark, vertical abyss. These designs bypass our rational mind and tap directly into primitive survival instincts. They exploit our hardwired aversion to heights and rushing water, reactions that evolved over millions of years to keep us away from danger. Yet these structures are among the most carefully analyzed objects on the planet. They are multi-billion-dollar engineering projects designed to hold back the weight of entire lakes or support thousands of people simultaneously. The features that feel like hazards to our nervous system are the exact mechanisms that prevent structural failure. Every terrifying visual element is a calculated response to an extreme physical force. This raises a question. What is the invisible logic that dictates why these massive structures have to look so dangerous? To find the answer, we have to look past our human intuition and analyze the unforgiving math of the natural world. The primary threat to a dam isn't just the water it holds, but the water it can't contain. During a flood, a reservoir can accumulate millions of cubic meters of runoff, pushing the waterline toward the very top of the concrete barrier. If that water overtops the crest, it cascades down the dry side of the dam. This rapidly erodes the foundation, stripping away the earth and rocks supporting the structure until the entire wall collapses under the pressure of the lake. Engineers use the bell-mouth spillway to prevent this erosion. It sits at a precise elevation, acting as a drainage point that engages the moment the water rises above a safe threshold. This cross-section shows the specific geometry at work. The funnel shape utilizes fluid dynamics to accelerate water into the shaft without creating a vacuum or causing the intake to choke, allowing for a smooth, massive transfer of volume. The design is calibrated to swallow 1.5 million liters of water every second, providing a controlled pathway for floodwaters that would otherwise destroy the dam's foundation. By routing the water through a reinforced internal tunnel, the spillway dissipates kinetic energy and redirects the flood safely around the structure's base. This abyss functions as a highly calibrated pressure release valve, actively maintaining the structural integrity of the reservoir against catastrophic floods. A glass-bottom bridge faces a different set of extreme forces. It must span a massive spatial void while resisting intense high-altitude wind shear and the weight of thousands of visitors. To survive these conditions, the bridge relies on material science that deconstructs the illusion of fragility. Each floor panel consists of multiple layers of tempered glass, bonded by flexible polymer interlayers. Even if the top layer were to crack, the composite structure remains intact and load-bearing. The primary weight of the bridge is carried by steel suspension cables. These cables utilize tensile strength to pull the downward load of the bridge horizontally, anchoring it deep into the rock faces on either side of the canyon. This mathematical distribution of force allows a heavily fortified multi-ton structure to mimic the appearance of thin air. The resulting vertigo is a byproduct of human perception failing to recognize an over-engineered fortress of steel and composite glass. The aesthetic of extreme danger in these structures is an indicator of their engineering success. They look terrifying because they are operating at a scale where natural forces are at their most destructive. The bell-mouth spillway demonstrates a mastery over catastrophic fluid dynamics, turning a potential disaster into a controlled exit. The glass bridge represents a mastery over gravity and material science, proving that we can build stable environments in the most volatile locations on Earth. Evaluating these structures through the lens of flow rates and force vectors provides a technical clarity that our biological intuition lacks. These massive projects aren't monuments to thrill-seeking. They are defensive tools designed for survival in an unpredictable world. Ultimately, the designs that trigger our deepest survival instincts are often the ones engineered most rigorously to ensure our continued safety.